Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm WildSparrowYT and welcome back to our TNA save. This is the go home show for TNA final resolution. Here's what's happening on this show. A whole lot of segments, and I wrote what's happening in the segments down because I knew that if I didn't, I would forget. So if at one point while I'm doing the show, which is around here, this is where the show is in regards to me, you see me looking over here, this is where I wrote it down on my other monitor, because if I didn't, I'd leave stuff out, and I didn't want to do that. So also I want to bring up this. There's absolutely no arena here, and also no pop and no importance in the screen, which confuses me. So if you guys know what the hell is going on there, because this is the only mod that does that, I'd really appreciate some help. Alright, let's get right into running this show. Alright, we open with Team 3D, and they open the show to wonder why there's no Team 3D match set for Sacrifice. They go through a list of possible people to put through tables, you know, your Chase Stevens, your Petey Williams, your Bobby Roodes. And they come to the conclusion that they will have an open challenge to whomever wants to step up to face them at final resolution. Next up, in the Women's Championship Tournament, Kana moves on, defeating Gail Kim by submission. So Kana is in the finals. Then in a freestyle segment, here we go, here's what happened. Joe comes out, says he took out the only two worthy adversaries. He is opponentless. And then AJ Styles appears, and then a little bit afterwards, Christopher Daniels appears, and they tell him that he really doesn't have one opponent. Because of his actions last week, TNA management has decided that he will have two opponents, as a triple threat match is scheduled for final resolution. But that's the final resolution, because tonight there will be a tag team match. AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe and whoever wants to team up with him. Next up, Abyss, continuing his mission against former ECW stars. Former ECW World Champion this time, Jerry Lynn, falls to Abyss. And after that, Abyss threatens to bludgeon Jerry Lynn if Rhino won't give him a match on Sunday. Rhino runs out for the save. Abyss decides to retreat, and it is set for Sunday, Abyss versus Rhino in some sort of gimmick match. Then we have Rebecca Knox defeating cheerleader Melissa. She moves on in the tournament as well to face Kana in the finals. Next up, we are given a glimpse of the beginning of our TNA International Title Tournament. Our first two participants are announced. It's going to be an 8-man tournament. Our first two participants are announced: Bryan Danielson, current ROH World Champion, and BG James, former Tag Team Champion all over the world. Yeah. Next up, we have Steenerico teaming up. They beat the Naturals, easy peasy lemon squeezy, but then AMW come out and they beat him down. They want to teach him a lesson about knowing your place in line. And they say that Steenerico's place in line is all the way at the back. But for educational purposes, they'll let him cut ahead in line a little bit, just so they can see how unprepared they are. Next up, we have Jeff Hardy beating Raven with a swanton, followed up with Jeff Hardy telling Sting that he wants to face him at final resolution. He wants once. It sounds the same to me. He says that throughout his life he's wanted to model himself after his Stinger, and now that they are in the same company in a prominent position, he wants to make that young boy's dream come alive in adulthood. And he wants to face Sting at final resolution. Sting agrees, so it seems like we have Sting versus Jeff Hardy at final resolution. Yeah. Then in a decent match, Sean O'Haire is Samoa Joe's tag team partner. Samoa Joe beats AJ Styles by pinfall, gaining a little bit of momentum into final resolution. That's pretty neat. And in the show ending segment, Jeff Jarrett came out and says that what happened to Monty Brown is a disgrace, and TNA shouldn't let careless talent run around injuring people, that they're a liability, that Sting and Cage ought to be fired for their reckless behavior. Cage finally's had enough, and he comes out. He tells Jarrett that he expected better than a guy making excuses and trying to weasel out of a championship opportunity, a championship match, championship opportunity for Cage, and says that what happened to Monty was a shame, yeah, but injuries happen, and if Jarrett wants to avenge his so-called friend, he'll have a chance to do so this Sunday when the TNA World title is on the line. And we gear up for Sunday, a 62, not bad, not a bad show. Not a bad show, if I do say so myself. Next episode will be TNA Final Resolution. Now, do I have everybody for that? I hope I do. I do. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Fantastic. Cool-tastic. Yeah. That's a word. Got a .10. Is that better? Yeah, it is. Wow, quite better. Wow. We grew like by 8,000 viewers, but our live attendance decreased, but our show rating increased. So why did I go to the mid? What the fuck? What? So that's why the live attendance decreased. Okay, now we know. My bad. Didn't notice. Also, I signed Chris Jericho. He's not available right now. He's not available right now. He'll be available in quite some time. Yeah, it'll be a while before he's available. But things are looking up. I am looking forward to our next episode, because next episode, forgot I signed Kota Ibushi, because next episode will be Final Resolution. So here's what's scheduled for Final Resolution: Jarrett versus Cage. Sorry about that. Joe versus Styles versus Daniels. Knox versus Kana. Sting versus Hardy. Steenerico versus America's Most Wanted. And Team 3D's Open Challenge. So that's pretty exciting. I am hyped to see what happens there. But in the meantime, that'll do it for this episode. Next episode will be on Sunday, and tomorrow you'll get CTW, which will coincide with CTW's actual Bad Karma event. Am I making money, by the way? Yes, I am. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give me suggestions. Give me some feedback. I always like hearing feedback, and the feedback for the last episode was so cool. Really amazing. A lot of people commented on it, and threw their 2 cents in, and I really like going through the comments and seeing what people think and what people want to see, what people would like to see, and that's pretty cool, because more often than not I do what people suggest in the comments, because what's the point of reading and taking feedback from the comments if I don't, but in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in whatever I upload next.